Hi folks, Dave here. While in the process of doing some research that I wanted to do for a long time, I needed to have a really good strong power bank, and it turns out I really didn't have a suitable power bank for that purpose. Incidentally, a company called GOODaaa offered to send me their power bank for review and evaluation, and so I accepted. Just to be clear, I don't get commissions for any reviews that I do. To avoid being biased, I don't accept commissions. However, I did accept the power bank so I can try it out and use it for my project. This power bank is solar charged. It has a solar panel. This is one of the newer types of plastic solar panels that are available. And it is currently charging. You can see that the lights on my workbench are actually triggering the charge. And just to prove that's actually happening, I can cover it up. And you'll see that the lights at the top go out. Really interesting that it charges even under low light conditions, under a shop light. The LED lights that are pointed at this power bank and lighting up my workbench are not that terribly bright, and yet it's continuing to charge. Now let's be clear, should you leave a power bank like this out in the sun to bake in the sun? Absolutely not. This is something that I would consider putting inside of a window in an air-conditioned space. You should not leave this, for example, on the dashboard of your car because the lithium-ion battery inside can't tolerate that kind of heat. This is absolutely a solar charged power bank, but you got to keep it cool. So that means don't leave it in your car unattended in the windshield, and don't let it get too hot. Basically, I'd put this in a window, and even under the shop lights, you can see it's charging, so it's not difficult to get this to charge off of solar. Anyway, I like the idea that the entire side of the power bank is covered with a solar panel. That's really neat. Thankfully, they have a older style USB port available in the back, right there, and the project that I'm going to be doing requires this type of connection, so I'm thankful to see that it's there. I really don't think these plugs should go away. This is the older style USB-A. There's a lot of stuff out there that uses USB-A. Of course, it has a ton of USB-C connections for charging and for powering your electronics. On the side, it has these really nifty USB cords, and they are stored in the side of the power bank. So they come out like that. You can charge your device, and then you can just put it back in. That is really neat. I like that. So there's two USB-C stored right in the side. Very nice. Now the story doesn't end there. This power bank has a ton of stuff packed into it. I'm actually quite impressed. It will definitely keep you busy. It comes with a carabiner, which I lost. Thank God I found it. It has a USB-C charging cable. On the front it has a flashlight. Let me see if I can get that to come on. There's the flashlight. It's a little bit too bright for the camera. Basically it's two LED chips behind lenses. Works very well. It also has a flashing mode for signaling for help. However, that's not all it has. It also has a laser beam. I kid you not, it's got a laser beam. It's a very bright laser. So yeah, this thing has a laser pointer. Unbelievable. It also has a thermometer, reading in Fahrenheit, a place to clip the carabiner onto, and on the side is this style of USB cable that's very flat. Really neat, very minimalist design, and it has a pretty nice cable length. Here's my solar-powered USB brick, just in case I want to charge something. Plug it right in there. And it's charging. So that you can tell the power bank is being charged by solar, there's a green light right there, and that indicates solar charging. Of course, you could also charge it using other methods, but because that green light is illuminated, we know that this solar panel is providing at least some charge to the battery bank right now. Let's do some charging to make sure this thing works. I'm going to unhook the USB-C cables, and one of them can plug into this multimeter here. The multimeter has started charging. The light is illuminated on the top. Let's plug in my test meter here. And we're getting 5.1 volts out. Let's go ahead and plug a load in and see what happens. Let's plug in an 18650 battery charger. You can see the screen went blank for just a moment. It could be an overcurrent protection, who knows, but it came on, so it's fine. There's the charger. Let's put some batteries in. Load this thing down and see what happens. Okay, we're charging at 500 milliamps, 2 batteries. Okay, 5 volts, 1 amp, so that's about 5 watts. Let's try putting a third battery in. 1.26 amps, something like that. Alright, it's running well. Let's see what else we can do. Strange, I don't have a lot of USB-C stuff. Most of my stuff is the old style USB ports. However, I do have this soldering iron here. Let's plug that in. Let's turn it on to heating here. And it says low voltage, so it's not wanting to start. Okay. Let's try disconnecting the battery charger. Alright, let's try it again. Still says low voltage. Strangely enough, I can't get my USB-C soldering iron to turn on. So I guess I'll go for plan B. Not sure why that is. Plan B is another USB soldering iron that I have. Let's go ahead and turn it on. This is a pretty low power soldering iron that I've had and used in the past. It does work. You can see it doesn't take a lot of power. Oh well. At least I have a second soldering option if I need to. Yep, soldering iron has heated up. There we go. And now here is the favorite feature of this power bank that causes me to give it a thumbs up. It's the fact that it can continue charging from the solar panel while also charging anything you connect. It's charging my multimeter, and through the solar panel it's charging the power bank itself. For me, that's a major thumbs up, so I'm going to go ahead and rate this power bank with a thumbs up. I do recommend it. Another good feature is that it continues charging even when you cover up the solar panel if you have an external 5-volt source plugged in. You can see I have a green cable there that's charging from another power bank, and it continues charging, and it continues charging the multimeter. The green LED is not lit up, that means no solar charging. If I take my hand off, the green light lights up, so that means it's also getting some help from the solar panel as well as the external 5-volt source. Really neat. So what do I think about this power bank so far? I think that it will fit my needs perfectly. There's going to be an upcoming project on the channel that needs a good, solid power bank that can put out a good amount of power for quite a while in order to power the system. It will do for that. It has powered everything I asked it to power except for the USB-C soldering iron, and I'm not necessarily willing to blame the power bank for that. I'm not really sure what the problem is, so I'm not going to worry about it. GOODaaa, which is the manufacturer of this power bank, suggests that the solar panel is only for maintaining a charge and trickle charging. I agree, because if you leave this power bank sitting in the sun, that could be a really bad thing to do. It could cause the battery inside to get too hot. So for me, having the ability to maintain the charge in the power bank, even using indoor lighting in a window, to me is a really neat feature to have. The second feature that I really like is the integrated cords. And I like how they just get out of the way. If you want to use them, they're there, and they're really easy to put back in. I think that's neat. This is really thinking outside the box, and I like that. And the third feature I like, of course, it has to be the flashlight. I'm just going to leave this power bank sitting in the window, charging up, until it's time to do the project that I'll be using it for. This power bank will appear in a future project as soon as I can get it completed. Note that I do not accept commissions for sales from product reviews. From July 16 to 17, GOODaaa will be offering a discounted price on their power banks. Please check them out if you're interested. Thanks GOODaaa for providing this power bank. Thanks for watching and hope to see you next time.